Okay, good morning, students. Most of the students have been joined. So, our subject, we all know that the subject name is Bar Operations and Management. Here is the code BHMCT 50318. Okay, so students, we all know that our ongoing topic is alcoholic beverages, right? So, we will start with the classification of alcoholic beverages. But I want, like, before we start this topic, I want you to just have a look the classification of beverages, like how many beverages are there, and further, like the beverages, we all know that there are two types of beverages. One is alcoholic and one could be non-alcoholic. So after, like under these, like they further both are divided into some points. So we'll have a look. Here is the classification of beverages. So beverages are divided into two parts, right? One is alcoholic beverages and another one are non-alcoholic beverages. So in this semester, we need to cover whole alcoholic beverages, right? And that are already started, started in the previous semester, in which you have done the fermented liquids or fermented alcoholic beverages such as beer, wine, right? So if you will focus on the screen, I would say that these are the two types of beverages, like alcoholic and non-alcoholic, right? So if I will zoom in, and I would say that just focus on the alcoholic beverages, which are further divided into 3 points or three parts. One fermented, then distilled, and cocktails. Fermented mean to say those beverages which are produced through fermentation method, and distilled beverages are those that are produced by the distillation method, right? So what is the distillation method, right? And what are the things required to complete this process, we will get to know in the further classes, right? So as of now, we have done fermented liquid, fermented alcoholic beverages, beer, wine. There are some more fermented alcoholic beverages such as Perry, which is produced by beer, cider apple, right? And now in this semester, we will study spirits, like which is under the distilled or distilled drinks. One is spirit, and another one would be liqueurs, and then bitters, right? So just come back to the spirits. How many spirits are there? Let me show you the spirits. Okay, the types of spirit, we can say that one could be brandy, tequila, vodka, gin, rum, whiskey. Correct. So we will start with any of these spirits. And the important point, I would say that you can interchange the word spirits with liquor also, right? We'll start with the introduction to spirit, then we will move on to brandy, tequila, vodka, or any of the spirit, right? If I would say some more about the spirits, in if for an example, if we will pick brandy. So under the brandy, we will start with the history if there is any, and then we will cover the introduction to brandy. What is brandy? What are the things required to produce brandy? Which method is required? Then the whole process, the production process of brandy, right? And then like if I say that we will cover field to the glass, like we will cover whole process, and then after that we will cover the service of brandy. What are the things, or which is the correct way to serve brandy, right? And then we will conclude, or we will complete the one spirit. So similarly, we will cover the tequila, we will cover the introduction part, then the production process and the service, right? Yes. one more thing we will cover under all spirits, which is brand names, which is like very important, right? So I would say that do not miss any lecture, because these lectures or these spirits, or we can see that this semester is going to be very interested, right? This semester will be very much interesting, like I personally believe, right? And now I will start with the introduction to spirit. What are spirits? So spirits are a potable alcoholic beverages. So one thing is clear, spirits are alcoholic beverages. Okay, we will call spirits to some of the alcoholic beverages which are healthy to drink, or like which can be consumed. One point. And another point is spirits are obtained from distillation and fermentation of fruits, like fruit, cereal, grains, molasses, and vegetables. There is a new word, molasses. You will come to know what is molasses, like which is required, or you will learn in the production of rum. Molasses is the byproduct of sugarcane, and we will further discuss on this point in the production of rum, right? So spirit is obtained through distillation method, and distillation is something required, or can be possible just after the fermentation, right? Distillation can be done on water also, water itself, like we can say that. But through distillation method, you cannot get the alcohol, right? To get the alcohol, it must be fermented. Some of the alcohol content has to be there in the fermentation, or in the liquid, or in the beverage, which is required for the distillation, right? So in simple word, to get the alcohol through distillation method, we must have alcohol in the wash. Now what is wash? Wash is something, a liquid which we get after fermentation. If you extract, for an example, if you extract grape juice and you add yeast into it, let it be for the fermentation process, for an example, 7 days or 15 days, the the liquid you get after 15 days, that particular liquid is called as wash. Some people used to call it alcoholic wash, right? That alcoholic wash is sent for the distillation method, right? And what is distillation method? Distillation is like you boil the alcoholic wash at a temperature so that it get evaporated, then condense it or cool it through the condensation method, and collect the final liquid, which is transparent, odorless, and that liquid is called as spirit. Now, next point, in other words, spirits are produced by the distillation of an alcoholic beverage. So it is so simple that we have already discussed. The spirits are produced by the distillation of alcoholic beverage. Like you must have some alcoholic content in the wash, then only you can get the alcohol through distillation method. So the most important or the common ingredient used for making the potable spirits, which is cereal and grain. So grain and cereal are the two major ingredients to produce the spirits, and you will come to know in the further lectures that these are the two ingredients that are used in most of the spirits. Now, next part, again continue to the spirits. History, we will discuss the history first, which is very important. Okay, history of spirit, which is not new. 4,000 years ago in China, people used to do this method to produce perfumes, right? And Arabs, they used to produce some spirit-based drinks. So this is just to let you know that perfumes are the we can say that the perfumes are something which is produced by the distillation method itself, right? So China and the Arab persons or Arab people, they used to use this method. Now, spirits, important points just related to the spirits. The principle of distillation is that ethyl alcohol vaporize at temperature 78 degrees Celsius. So as we all know that the boiling temperature of water is 100 degrees Celsius, but the boiling temperature of alcohol is little less than the water, which is 78 degrees Celsius. And there are two types of alcohol, ethyl alcohol, methyl. And the ethyl is the one that can be consumed by the human being. Next point, the boiling temperature is lower than the water. We have already discussed. And then to move further, now we will discuss about the distillation, which is the major thing. I believe that it was coming in your mind that what is distillation. So distillation, the method of separating spirits from liquid is called as distillation. Like we have some liquid. To get the alcohol out of that liquid, we need a process. That process is called as distillation, right? So as just focus on just recall the example I have given earlier, that we have grapes, we have crushed the grape, we get the juice, let it be uh, for the fermentation process. After 7 days, we get liquid fermented. That liquid will be known as alcoholic wash. Now that wash is ready for the distillation process. We put that that alcoholic wash into a container, and then we will let the liquid to boil, and then just further process, which includes condensation process, mean to say we will cool down the boiling or the evaporated material or the liquid, and then the evaporated liquid will cool down, and drop by drop we'll collect the spirits, right? So this process is called as distillation. Like I have some pictures just to demonstrate, or you'll get the idea what is the distillation process, right? So now in which further in the distillation process, in which evaporation and condensation take place simultaneously, right? These two things like parallelly, they go parallelly, right? On one side, evaporated liquid will be there, right? Or liquid will be in the evaporated form. And meanwhile, on the another hand, a pipe is connected to the same one, which is getting cooled through the condensation method, and then it will be converted into water again, right? In the liquid form. So to obtain spirit, we must have fermented liquid, which is required to be distilled. As we have already discussed, that to get the spirit, the fermented liquid or the alcoholic wash must have some, or the liquid must have some alcoholic content. Then only it get multiplied. If there is no alcoholic content in the base product during the distillation process, then we will not get the alcohol in the final product. So distillation process separates the alcohol from the fermented liquid in a container, which is called as still. So still is a container in which we put alcoholic wash. Alcoholic wash is what we have already discussed, the content, the liquid which we obtained after the fermentation method. So after the fermentation method, we get alcoholic wash. That alcoholic wash has to be put into still, which is a container, and then we will let that container or we will put that container on fire. Boiling process will be there and evaporated, let the liquid get evaporated, then cool it and collect the spirits. A distilled spirit can have up to 95% alcohol. This is very important to know, that the final product which is spirit can have up to 90%, 95% of alcohol. And again, there must be a question in your mind that there is no, like no one can consume 90%, 95% of alcohol. So like what is the process, or how can we reduce it? So to reduce the 95% to the alcoholic content which is set by the comet, right? Which can be vary towards the spirits, like brandy. In brandy, like there is a different alcoholic content. In rum there is a different, whiskey, vodka, so on. So now if we produce 95% of alcohol in the spirit, then we are required to reduce it by adding distilled water. Remember, I'm putting pressure on this thing, that we cannot add a normal water to reduce it, right? We have received 95% of alcohol, and now we need to bottle, like we need to bottle these spirits, but not as per but like mean to say, like we need to focus on the criteria that has already been set by the government, right? So 95% of alcohol must be reduced by adding distilled water. Now, what is distilled water? It is nothing but the same water which has already been undergone the distillation process. Like we need to add water, simple water into still, boil it, evaporate it, and cool it, collect the water again, right? And that water will be called as distilled water. But when it is sold as a product such as whiskey, rum, etc., the same thing we have already discussed, that we cannot sell the bottle with 95% of alcohol. Right? We need to reduce the alcoholic content as per the criteria. Now again, something more related to distillation. So distillation process, like during the distillation process, as we know that the spirits are something which is being collected drop by drop. The first part which is being collected during the distillation process is called as head, right? And after that, like just about something more uh, about head. So heads, it contains high proportion of methanol, which can be toxic, right? The head, mean to say, the first content we receive through distillation process is mm, not able to consume, right? Or it has some toxic content, right? Which is being separated, or which is being collected first and let it separate. Then the second, after some time, the middle part we receive, which is known as heart. During the distillation process, the first drops, or the first content, first liquid content is known as head, and the second one is known as heart, which is good to use, right? Or we can say that it is the best part, and it has an alcoholic strength of about 80%, which is okay, or which can be used for the further process. And then in the last drops, or the last part of the distillation process, is known as tails or aftershots, right? Some people used to call it faints, and which has less alcoholic content. Right now, the important point is, during distillation process, or the spirits produced by the distillation process are further divided into three parts. The first, the spirit they produce in the very first process, or very first distillation, are known as heads, that are not able to consume. They should be separated. And then the heart, which is the middle part, we get like whole heart from the distillation process. We collect it and we use it for the further process, which is bottling or maturation process. And in the last, when uh, when the distillation process is on the end, and that last part is known as tails. Again, tail and heads are not able to use for the maturation or for the bottling process, but they are again they are being mixed, and they are sent for the another distillation process, right? So we collect only heart for the further use. Head and tails are resent to the distillation process. All right. So distillation method, like distillation process can be done by two methods. One is pot still, another one is patent still. Pot still is something which is oldest method, which is considered as the oldest method, and patent still is the modern, right? So now we will focus on again spirit and distillation. So what is pot still? Just little knowledge about the pot still. What is it? It is used for full heavy flavored spirits such as brandy, right? Like so many students of mine, they used to ask that, sir, how can we consider a beverage heavy or light, right? Full bodied, and like how can we check a beverage full bodied beverage, right? So simple thing I used to say, just take an example of an apple juice and a guava juice, right? So just check the consistency. By the appearance, you will come to know which one is heavy and which one is light, right? So from that thing, this is the example of full bodied and light bodied, right? So from now onward, like similarly, some of the spirits have this feature. We can say that the full bodied and the light bodied, heavy drinks, heavy flavored, like this, right? So pot still is something which produce, or if we need full bodied spirits, heavy flavored spirits, then we must go for pot still. We must do the distillation process in the pot still method, right? And patent still, what is it? Patent still is something, there are some another name of this particular still, which is known as column still and continuous still. And next one is, it produces the lighter spirits such as vodka, right? So just keep one thing in your mind. If we need to produce heavy flavored drinks, then we must use pot still method. And if we need spirits, some lighter spirits, then we must go for patent still, right? And here is the picture of a pot still, right? I think this picture, another picture will give you a better look, better idea, right? Just start from the left and focus on my cursor. Here is alcoholic wash. Alcoholic wash is something which we obtained after the fermentation process, right? We add the alcoholic wash into this still, which is on the fire, right? And now it is getting boiled, and now the evaporation, nice, evaporation has been started, right? The still is now connected to a container, right? Just focus on the pipes, and this evaporation is going towards this container, right, in the spiral pipes, and this container contains the cooled water, right? Evaporation, here is the evaporation or evaporated form of the alcoholic wash, and here again, due to the cold water, the evaporation or evaporated form is getting converted into the liquid form, right? And now we are getting spirit in this container, right? Here are some more pictures. Pot still method, and this one is the patent still method. We will discuss this method in the next lecture. There are some more pictures, right? You can have a look of this picture. Patent still, another name is copy still also. Like there are three names: column still, continuous still, copy, patent still, right? So we will discuss this method in the next lecture. And here are some spirits. I would say that we must focus on these things, like which spirit is produced by which product, right? Or what are the base of these spirits? Like for an example, whiskey, gin, vodka, the base product of these three spirits are barley, maize, rye, potato, right? And brandy, the base of brandy is wine. Wine mean to say wine is something which is produced by grapes. And Calvados is something which is produced by cider. Cider is a type of apple, right? And rum is produced by molasses, tequila from agave plant, right? So these are the base, and we must learn these things. We must be aware of these things. And the proof system is again something which is very important if we are studying alcoholic beverages, spirits. Now, what is it? It is a system